positions, and I would honestly think with a lot of people favoring the first pick side, saying, yeah, oh my god.
Look at that, he's looking over, it's like, yeah, we ban out your phobias, what are you gonna do now?
How do you like
Got
that?
him.
How do you like that, coach?
Yeah.
How do you like that?
Dude, really, like you gotta rewind it, just look at his face. The moment it was bad, he's just looking to the side, it's like, I'm serious now, alright? I don't care. 1-1 picked up again, Kadita ban. This time, no phobias. What are they going to do? Are they going to pick up the Kaja early just so that they can fight against this 1-1, or just go with Arlet and Beatrice again? Same.
I love it. The building blocks continue to almost seem similar, and we see the Eve this time. They're like, no, we're not going to let this happen. We're not going to go into the second phase and question it. We're going to show what our comp is all about right now, and you have to answer us, not the other way around.
This is going to be very interesting. I think this third pick is really going to show whether Flux Impunity, can they handle the draft coming in from Echo or not?
Yep. Do they have a substitute to the Phobius? What else does Lunar hold? Because again, as a former XP laner, subbing in now as their mid, what other fighters in mid can you play, right?
Mincetar.
Sylvana.
Bane.
I
don't know.
No, I love it actually.
Right? But what is it? A different kind of Bane from Carl-T's Bane yesterday.
Yeah, just full mage. Not full mage, maybe 2 items, and the rest go for defense. But
he can go full mage if he wants to.
Okay, good and bad. Faramis good against the Kaja because Kaja wants to help someone burst someone out, and then you can handle it. But the bad, the Faramis traditionally does not do that well against the Eve. So right now, good and bad. You have answered one of the questions, one of the problems, but now you're kind of putting one problem onto yourself. For me, it's not as great as the first draft in Game of 2.
Yeah.
We'll see. The second phase is where it gets real interesting, especially for Flux Impunity, or even Echo in this particular case. I'm looking at Leo, and I'm hoping he can answer this, right? Is there an angle for Valentina jungle here?
Carl-T's has been known to play Valentina jungle more than a couple times.
Yeah. So I don't know whether it's going to be something that's viable, because you can tell that Impunity are making sure, hey, get rid of the Fredrin, get rid of the Amma. So much respect coming from the world champions.
No, I get it. Just as important as the Phobius was, Q-Round, the Aemon, was also key. He really was one of the cleanup crew for Flux Impunity in Game 2, and that made Ben Curie's life so difficult. So even Sanford was put on the edge by Kyura's Aemon. So yeah, here I'd say the fact that Valentina hasn't been picked up nor banned yet, if not here, because again, it's possible. Bad Galsef and Osprey, we know that they do their homework.
That's a good possibility here. Oh boy. Oh, let's see what is going to be. Next ban coming out from the side of Flux Impunity.
Likely Lance.
Lance already been banned.
It's already been banned in the first phase. It's very similar to Game 2.
Oh no, they're going to attack 40. They're going to attack 40.
Honestly, this does show it's kind of not great, right? Because here's the thing about a cheese strat. Cheese can expire.
Yep.
So it will happen only once. If you want a win onto Echo, you need something different kind of cheese.
What if it's blue cheese?
Oh, I'm liking blue cheese. They're on the blue side, aren't they?
No.
Oh, wait, no? Wait,
I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
Fimp is blue.
Wait, blue cheese is not blue?
It's not technically blue, but it does work with molds.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? Yep. We'll explain it later.
Okay.
Are we going to pretend like you didn't have an accent just now?
Yep, well, For now. We'll address it later. We'll address it later.
All right, move along while we wait for... still no roamer, still no jungler. Clear for Fimp.
Yeah, they're really maximizing their time here.
Wow.
Wait!
Wow.
What?
Are you thinking Esme mid for some reason? Probably not, but
Well, we've seen it before.
Yeah.
But that means Apex will have to play the Faramis.
Right?
Not the worst thing in the world, because again, Faramis doesn't do that well. Personally, I prefer damage on the Faramis.
This is so odd. They're pre-picking the Esmeralda with not much shields except for the Eve.
I agree with Leo 100%, right? It feels really, really awkward. Like the Esmeralda in this matchup alone, there's so many things that could just blow her out of the water, so why pick it this early on and not save it for the very end? If not, they could have been looking to either secure the mid laner other than the Faramis and put him in the support position, or lock in their jungler, which I was hoping to see. So in this case, it's straightforward for Echo. It's like, okay, I'm going to get the Akai. I am also going to get the Yuzong, that's no problem, unless Flux Impunity decide, you know what, we're switching things up.
You know what's a cheese here? A Valir. Quite a lot of engage here, pushing people away.
Very dive.
Very dive.
Save for the Eve, yeah.
Yeah, because again, we don't know where this Esmeralda is going. Esmeralda will scale pretty well come late game, and we've seen in Flux Impunity doing quite well coming back from a dire situation. So honestly, putting the Esmeralda anywhere, mid, EXP, I think it can work.
We don't know where 3 of them are going. We don't know where the Pharym is going. We don't know where the Arlet's going.
Granger!
So greedy. So
Dangerous.
very greedy.
Picking Granger like it's 2021. That's definitely going in the jungle, right?
Yeah, it's definitely going to go into the jungle. But why pick it into the Yutong? Why pick it into the Gaja? Why pick it in? Well, I can understand 1-1, especially if you have a level lead.
He's
you can blow
even
her out of the water.
outranged by the Eve.
Yeah, exactly. So it's interesting. Maybe they're thinking, you know what? I'm going to look for the Death Sonata, and then hopefully we get Esmeralda to jump on top of her to finish her up. Maybe that's the idea.
This feels like a horror movie where I want to get jump scared. I want to be surprised. I'm not going to have any opinions for this game. I just want things to happen. I want to shut my brain off, and I want to enjoy myself. Not that way.
It's a peek into the psyche of one Lafell. Interesting. No, but wait, real quick. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas, but the last time we saw a Granger with some modicum of success was in the hands of the Burmese Python Ken from M4.
Yep.
And then
Moa's in a bit.
Prior to that, maybe in some games from Wise, Blacks International. That's it. In recent history, that's it.
Yep, that's all we have to work off of them. But guess what, everybody? We're here. This is the final game of the best of 3 between Echo against Flux Impunity.
Mid Esmeralda?
No way!
Let's go.
This makes me so mad.
I'm
This
not.
makes me so mad.
I'm not. I'm happy.
Mad, happy, confused.
Like, what are you hoping to achieve? You're just gonna get farmed in the mid lane. And
Don't achieve anything then.
I mean, look at this. Look at how they're gonna contest.
No, I mean, like, if you can't achieve anything, then don't. You know, just wait for your friends to do something. Right now, Lunar is getting harassed quite a little bit, but so far, surviving quite well.
They're delaying Kyura's purple here. This is so difficult. Not much Apex 47 can do as well. They pull it into the bush, taking it out of the vision of Echo. Alien here losing this duel. It's so hard to achieve anything, as you guys said.
Yeah. I mean, this early game is not going to go in favor of Flux, and I think that's very obvious, but the question is, what are they going to do towards the mid and especially towards the later stages of the game? I am ready to be surprised. I'm ready to be proven wrong, and more importantly, the Turkish Delight, they've got a couple of weird flavors here. I'm not going to lie, it's not for everybody.
Right now, looking at the items, especially at the gold laners, neither of them are building steel leg plates. They really just want to get their damage as fast as possible. So I'm kind of feeling if any kind of attention has been brought to the gold lane, someone should die. Something I'm looking forward to.
I think it's going to be a standard early game here. Both sides not making any mistakes. They're playing very traditional pathing. They're going to make their way down towards the bottom half of the map and maybe make something happen. But even then, level 4 hasn't been achieved by either Lunar or even Apex.
Oh, Yaoi here spots Cura trying to commit. Grand Theft Purple does get it, and here's the DJ, but not much of a follow-through. Here comes Sanford and Sanji. The flicker on forward. Caudizy gets the turtle, giving some shields over. Cura barely survives. Got first blood by Sanford. That's already one down. Lunar barely gets away. Can Benny Cutie take to the skies? The answer gonna be no. Sunshine does push them away. That'll be just one casualty from Fimp.
Right now, I kind of feel like it's still fine because what they want to do is trying to get to the late game, and now they just don't want Lunar to go home. They're sending him home, but in a different way.
That's so brutal. That's so brutal. The passive from Kaja into the first skill coming in from Benny QT. And now even Carl Atizi trying to invade this time. It's on Cura. He did use his retribution.
I see. It just didn't show. The status didn't show.
Yeah, that's so funny. So funny.
It's so messy.
It really is. It's going to be quite a brawl for a majority of this game. I just...
Divine Judgment on Apex 47. Might be forced to use a Cult Altar soon. And there it is. RWM keeping them cordoned in. They pop the extra life. Apex 47 gonna go down here. Benny Cutie gets the kill. Takes to the skies. Sunshine survives. Here comes Unar with a falling star moon. Less than half health for all members of Echo up top. But there's not much they can do.
considering how last game we saw the Phobias go for a full damage build, is this the same case?
Oh, Black Dragon form! Carl Deasy and Sanford stuns Cura. He goes down, not much he can do. There's a knock-up on the alien. They know they can't kill this Arla. They rotate away.
Honestly, answering the question, I kind of feel like yes. And at this point, I really feel like what Flux Impunity should do is to delay everything. Make sure you don't get caught. Cura right now is trying to hyper farm because he's not just taking his own jungle, he's trying to take Carl Teasy's jungle. So in a way, that's kind of slowing down your opponent, but again, they gotta wait for everyone to get online.
And it's somewhat working. Last I checked, Carl Teasy was at 6, he just got the 7, and Cura was already at 7. So where's his XP coming from?
The jungle, man, like taking it, like you have more on yourself and you're denying Carl Teasy as well. So it is doing double duty here.
Gotta play selfish for as long as possible, right? It doesn't matter about getting a turtle for Call Teasy is like, that's great for the rest of your team, but maybe not for yourself because you can see that Cura is just power farming. Now let's look at the items here. We're not gonna get too much.
Oh! RWM plus the heavy spin. Sunshine is down, folks, but no! It took him a while, does get an ult off. Apex 47 gonna be up next. Double kill for Sanji. Not much Fireflux could have done there, while mid is just barely surviving. Cura and Alien clearing the wave.
Looking at a 6-0 with a 2.8k goal lead, it looks really bad. But again, right now, this is what something whispered to me. I think Echo wants to be explosive. I think they want to end this as soon as possible.
Yep. I think they're mad. You can see it. They're playing dead serious, dead to rights. They look at Fimp and they're like, all right, you want to be treated like equals? Let's do it.
Right now, looking at the situation, Betty Cutie now has 2 core items. Looking at Sunshine, not yet. 4,000 and 2,000. That's a big difference for the gold laners, and it's gonna impact them heavily come team fight. And the thing is, Sunshine, he needs 3 items, man. 4 would be a luxury here.
Will they even get to that point? Question is, Echo, the last time we saw them play against, playing against Flux Impunity, Game 1 as well as Game 2, they had a really great early game in Game 1, couldn't close it out as cleanly, but eventually got to it. Game number 2 is where we did see a very similar situation here, where it's teetering on the very edge, and yes, 3.2k looks like a lot, considering this is high-tier international play, but we've seen Fireflux actually bounce back from it.
Yep, it's capable. It's possible. They're capable of actually shrinking that lead, but now Echo makes a play for down bottom. RWM by Sanji helping clear the waves. Given vision over way deep behind that tier 1 as Carl Teasy attempts Grant that purple, goes for a heavy spin, pinning Cura down. Where'd the purple buff go? Here comes Sanford from the west, popping that Cult Altar early. Apex 47 forced into a compromised position. Look at all the damage. Down goes Cura. Sanford gets 1. The Apex Predator smells blood. Benny Cutie takes to the skies. Alien goes down. Sunshine as well. 2K for Big Benny. And triple kill as well. Now he's still up. Lunar barely survives, but no! That's a maniac for the Storm!
What a clean fight! What an incredible fight from Echo!
Dude, was that a second or a third maniac?
Second maniac, I think. No, third maybe? Boots yesterday? Was there more?
Right now, again, maniacs all around here in MSC. No savages.
No Savage yet.
No Savage just yet. But again, we got to look at the instant replay. And the thing that I want to bring up, which kind of has nothing to do with this fight, actually, you have a experience advantage on the Granger. So even though they're losing, it looks like they're not losing that hard. But again, with Echo not giving space for Flux Impunity, I don't know what can be done.
There's another fight that happened because Sunshine died and Apex died, and then they're pushing this tier 2 up top. I don't know, man. What just happened?
I mean, this is the conversion from 5k. They got an extra 2.8 and now turning into a 3k lead. Echo, they got their foot on the gas. They cannot let go just yet. The last time they did, the high ground defense is great. So keep in mind that Sunshine is going to be a priority target here in this battle.
Oh no, Carl Teasy taking everything away from Cura. This XP lead, this gold lead, whatever Cura is getting over Carl Teasy no longer exists. He doesn't have it, and you see that mean thing that Carl Teasy did, if I'm not mistaken? He actually left the baby purple. That's gonna stop it from spawning.
just to make it very awkward and force maybe even Carl TC to actually walk in to Fireflux's jungle to get so. But now it's compromised, right? The first item, Power Spike, has already fallen into the hands of Echo, and they're about to hit their second one.
Dude, look at the difference between 1-1 and Beatrix.
Oh.
The gold.
3,000 and change, almost 4.
That's big. That's enormous. That's
Colossal.
Huge. I can't deal with it anymore. The Esmeralda.
astronomical.
This Esmeralda is just so far behind. How do you expect her
yeah.
to get 4 items against a Yve in the lane? And especially since you're not even taking average. You're not even like going out of your way just to hit supports just for the fun of it and farm up quick. You're just taking damage for the sake of taking damage.
It's 9 minutes in, but it kind of feels like 18 minutes because looking at how Echo is pushing, I gotta say, it's 13-0. 13-0.
Clean as it gets, not even a turret.
Ju-san? Oh wait, I actually don't know the 0 for Japanese, but
I'm surprised you know 13 in Japanese.
yeah, Ju-san. Ju is 10, San is 3.
He's nailing it. He's nailing it. But we're buying time just to see how at least Flux Impunity is just going to hold on, right? We've seen this position before. We've seen how Echo does it. This time, can they close out this game before Flux Impunity somehow bounces it back? And this time, I mean, we look at the items of Sunshine, right? He doesn't necessarily have everything he needs to one-shot a wave.
He has nothing that he needs because, again, the difference in terms of item is way too big, and the front lines for Flux Impunity is not there. Sunshine just got his BOD.
Yep.
Kind of feels like a little bit too late.
Oh, here comes an RWM.
Oh my God.
Sunshine put 1/10 of his health. Lord and the rest of Echo just barreling away, taking down that inhibitor up top. And now mid, this wave coming in an early Cult Altar, and Sanford obliges, and there they are coming in. DJ on a Sunshine, spelling disaster for Flux Impunity. Heavy spin by the GOAT, pinning Alien up against the wall. Cura firing away. Alien barely survives. Can they get a kill? Oh, there's Benny Cutie coming in. Sanji gets a monster kill. It's just 3 left. Can they defend? There's this big canyon away. They're gonna clear the waves.
No.
Instead, move over to the bottom lane inhibitor.
This is just cruelty now. Echo, they're not taking any risks against this Turkish squad. They see them as equals. They will be treated like adults.
Divine Judgment on Apex. Lunar, barely alive. Benny Cutie takes him down. And there's the RWM Cura falls. 2K for Benny. Make it 3. And now the base goes down. Echo take the series.
15,000 goal lead. As we predicted, it's gonna be a wash, a very, very quick game. 2-1, Echo against Flux Impunity. Though to be fair, Echo won, and in the last game, they won quite hard. But the thing is, now, we said before the game, if Flux Impunity could get 1 game, that's still an amazing feat.
Yep, they cheesed it out with the draft. Coach Six9 decides, you know what? No more cheese. Play standard with us. Look me dead in the eye and treat us like true competitors. And this time, we'll show you what we've got. They out-macroed them, out-microed them, and more importantly, they made sure they made 0 mistakes.
That was as clean as it gets. Been a while, and this is just course correction from the Orcas, the Apex Predators, the top of the chain. Let's go over to Miki.
To Eco! Okay, can you stand here? Hi, okay. So here's the mic for Yavi. Okay. So the first question is to Yavi. How do you feel about your team performance in the group stage? How do you feel about your team performance in the group stage?
Sobrang saya po kasi na-apply namin lahat ng pinapractice namin sa scrim, and masaya ako ngayon sa performance naming lahat.
So Yawi said he's very happy with the performance so far because everything that they put into the scrim, they get to put out in the actual games, and they're very happy with the results.
អូខេអញ្ចឹងគាត់ក៏និយាយថាគាត់ជាមួយសប្បាយចិត្តជាមួយនឹងការ performance របស់គាត់ហើយគាត់ក៏សប្បាយចិត្តជាមួយនឹងលទ្ធផល game របស់គាត់ទោះបីជា 2-1 មែនប៉ុន្តែដែលសំខាន់ yes គាត់ធ្វើបានសម្រាប់ការប្រកួតមួយនេះផងដែរ So the next question is to Bene QT. Can you pass the mic? Okay. how do you feel now that Eco is the first team that qualified for the knockout stage?
Anong feeling nyo na tayo yung first na naka-secure na slot?
Masaya po, tsaka nakaka-proud po kasi ayun po, kami po yung nauna.
He says that he's just so very happy and proud that we're the first ones to secure a knockout stage slot.
ចាអូខេអញ្ចឹងគាត់ក៏មានអារម្មណ៍ថាសប្បាយចិត្តដូចគ្នាហើយគាត់ក៏មានអារម្មណ៍ថារៀង proud ដូចគ្នាទៅលើ team Eco របស់គាត់ហើយគាត់ក៏សប្បាយចិត្តនៅពេលដែលគាត់បាន secure ជាមួយនឹង knockout ដូចគ្នា So the next question is to Carl TZ Okay so how do you like Cambodia so far How do you like Cambodia so far
Ano po, okay naman po, pero mababait mga tao, pero yung pagkain di naman masyadong trip.
Carl TC says Cambodia is very good for him. Like he likes the people here. It's just that the food, it doesn't appeal to his taste as much.
Oh okay អញ្ចឹងក៏ Oh do you need that Oh wow so you're a super fan of Eco right Wow okay so the next question So far in the group stage, which team impressed you the most and why? To Carl TZ. Yes. Or all of you can say.
Nai-impress ka?
Ano po, yung Turkey po kasi Turkey. Ito. Kasi nagawa nila kaming talunin. Nakakabigla yung strat nila na gano'n.
He says that Flux Impunity would be the one because they are surprised with the tactics and the drafts that they showed today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh អញ្ចឹងអ្វីដែលគាត់គិតសម្រាប់ impress របស់គាត់គឺ he. Wow. Okay, so the last question. Any word to your fan?
Message sa fans?
You, of course, Carl TZ. You.
Just keep supporting us and thank you for all the love and support. We will do our best until we get the MSC title.
Okay អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំបាច់បកប្រែអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាស្ដាប់យល់ទេថាអត់ yes អរគុណអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាដែលបាន support គាត់ហើយសង្ឃឹមថាអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នានឹងបន្តការគាំទ្រគាត់ហើយគាត់ក៏ try ការ best របស់គាត់នៅក្នុងការប្រកួតដូចគ្នាសុំសម្លេងហៅឲ្យ Eco មួយមក Wow okay so thank you everyone yes so now let's pass back to the caster
Thank you very much, Mickey. And there you have it, the interview with Echo. And a lot can be said, but first and foremost, we had a full conversation about Dark Horses. I think they deserve that title. Five Flux Impunity. I think they deserve it.
Yeah, no, specifically because they did not have their main mid laner and they were able to do this to the M4 World Champions, the Echo. All the more, they deserve that title.
It's so impressive. The drafts really caught people off guard. And more importantly, they were able to take that game from Echo. The question is, how are they going to perform, especially against Evo as well?
Those are gifts.
He got a gift?
From fans.
From fans?
From Kamai fans.
He was like, who gave this to me?
That's so sweet.
I have to bring this up. I think Cambodian fans... I personally think that Cambodian fans are rather insane. It doesn't matter what team. There's somebody out there that loves a team from the international here up on stage.
Good insane.
Good insane,
yes. No, even the fans for us casters, you would not believe. Just going around Aeon Mall, Man Chai, I don't expect people to recognize me, right? I look like everybody else. My name in Khmer is not pleasant. So you would know, right? But they still say, Leo, picture. And I'm like, yes, akun bong akun. You know what I mean?
Just search out what Leo means in Khmer.
Ask a Khmer friend.
Ask a Khmer friend. If you don't have a Khmer friend, get one.
They're great.
They're great.
They're awesome. They're so awesome. I'm very glad that MSC is happening here in Cambodia. The Khmer is just so good.
You know what? If anyone in the comment section, if any one of you speaks Khmer, you know,
Just tell them.
Just let them know.
What does Leo mean?
In Khmer, yes.
People might not believe. We'll vouch for you. Yes. Whatever you say, it's probably true.
No, it is.
proceeds to people just saying random stuff.
Yep. All right, it's time for the post game. Let's look at our MVP of this match. Coming in hot this time, it's going to be Benny QT, absolutely crushing the lane, walking away with a GPM, one of the highest ones we've seen so far,
That's right.
at 900 at 27 a minute.
That's the Manic Storm. He scored the second, maybe third Maniac of MSC 2023.
Dude, the only one in my mind right now was Boots with that one.
Yesterday on the Uranus
On
of
the
all
Uranus,
things.
yeah.
But again, like, just want to be safe. It could be the second. It could be the third.
There might have been another Maniac today. We'll look it up.
Because here's the thing, right? A lot of crazy things have happened, and we just forgot. But either ways, this is the MVP, and I want to see later on, because I think Echo won this game without a single death.
Yeah, they did. They had a literal perfect game. They were treating Flux Impunity like they would treat an adult. When you look at a world champion and world champions are playing against another world champion, there's a different air around them. You could see the lane dominance. You could see the decision making. You could see that there was a level of perfection that not many teams can achieve here.
Yep, this is the Echo Express of all Echo Expresses. They added another engine to the already very fast and powerful train that is their main five. And just looking at the draft alone, it looks like Coach Badgalsef, Coach Osprey, they may have run out of options. Like, this is not a good draft. This is not what the meta demands or asks for in 2023. Yeah, you can say there were some great picks, like conceptually, but no, a mid lane Esmeralda, a Granger in the jungle, I don't know what's going on.
Honestly, for me, as someone that plays Faramis quite a bit, I really do feel this is a very bad game for Faramis because Apex 47 really could not do anything. He can't frontline, he can't save his teammates because, again, there's a reason people don't pick the Faramis to go up against the Eve. Sure, you could win, but you're really hoping for the rest of your team to pick up the slack.
I mean, generally, it comes down to the simple concept of temp HP can't deal with just raw damage or large AoEs. It can hit multiple people, and again, it has been nerfed. I wouldn't say to the ground, but it's definitely not as big as it used to be. So 700 extra temp HP, not a problem. Just a couple of taps from Even and you're basically reset all over again. But with this perfect game coming out from Echo's side, you can tell by even from their builds, they got hella greedy. Carl TZ making sure he's going for the full tank. He's not making that mistake going into any sort of damage or even a Thunderbell. But look at Benny QT. When you see, oh, you know what? I'm going to go for that Scarlet Phantom. You know that he is confident in his play. You know for a fact that he's super far ahead of everybody else. With a couple of crits, even better.
Looking at the build again, 0 deaths. This is no mercy. This is no mercy, and this time, especially Sanford, I gotta say, among everyone, I think Sanford was the angriest.
No mercy, no quarter, no goal. Because look, I'm looking at Flux Impunity, and then for the past 5 minutes, the reason why I've been relatively quiet is because I'm trying to figure out what they were trying to do. This is, I'd say, abysmal damage coverage. You kind of want to have at least some level of magic and physical damage output to force your opponents to be honest, for them to build both the Antikiras and both the Athena Shield. Here, it was all physical. That's all they were banking on. Esmeralda deals very little DPS, and even that, you want her to be some level of peel. Apex 47, he's the roamer. He's the roamer, so he's going to build tank here. So yeah, you're looking at Sunshine, you're looking at Cura, you're looking at Alien to build damage output, and that's why all Carl TZ dealt with was physical defense. That's it. I was looking for like, not even tough boots.
Yeah, you can't do anything with this comp, right? It really, let's say in a perfect world that both teams managed to somehow make it all the way to the 30-minute mark. Argument, I would say a little bit more generous, 20-minute mark. And we have full items on both sides. Maybe Flux Impunity could look to do something, right? Then Esmeralda is finally online. The Arlet should be able to tank. Cura, unfortunately, won't be able to scale as hard as Sunshine, but he can still clean up fights, which is important. But at the end of the day, that's impossible to achieve with the lineup that we are seeing from Echo. Day in, day out, they get outscaled. The laning is basically impossible for a majority of their members. And more importantly, without control over the mid lane, Echo gets to move wherever they want, however they want.
Yeah, this last page of our post-game analysis doesn't really help paint the picture because of a perfect game, right?
Yep.
Like, these numbers are totally skewed and totally leaning over to the victors in Echo. So now, I'd like to just present a possibility.